Good morning, everyone. I have quite a car rant for you today. Just got back from, first, not a rant, got back from the New Hampshire convention. I think I'd talk about that in a separate video, maybe tomorrow, but it was great. I just wanted to let you know that right off the bat. But today, there's two issues I want to talk about, and some just extremely big surprise, bad faith on the part of two LNC members, those being Laura Epke and Valerie Sarwark. So let me set this up for you. We all know the situation that's going on in Massachusetts. We all know the hypocritical censure of Joshua Smith. So Joshua and Rich Bowen put out some email motions to be heard at the meeting on February 6th, which was a meeting to continue to talk about Massachusetts. They put out one motion, actually. It was a long resolution that does a very specific thing that, of course, some people, are opposed to. Somebody, cut ahead of me and then was beeping at me, and they were wearing a mask in their car alone. That should tell you everything you need to know. My God. But so they put forth a resolution to be heard on February 6th. And in the meantime, Erin Adams, who I'm not going to say was acting in bad faith because I don't believe she was at all. She's friends with some of the guys in Massachusetts. She was not acting in bad faith. But I knew this is what was going to happen from her motion. She also put forth a motion, but then asked for an email ballot. Why didn't occur to her that her email ballot was going to torpedo the February 6th meeting. And I don't think that was her intention, but maybe it was. But I don't think it was. I don't know how she didn't think of that. But of course, since her email ballot, which was it was about Massachusetts, but it was an entirely different, unsatisfactory, sloppy seconds resolution. Why she didn't think that would cause all of the people who don't want to do fucking anything to try to torpedo the February meeting, I don't know how she did not see that coming. So, the Rich Bowen, Joshua Smith motion was to encourage the Massachusetts board to do the right thing and reinstate the 47 members. And failing to do that, for the LNC to assist the expelled 47 in providing or assisting by mailing themselves notification of the properly petitioned convention to Massachusetts members, and to recognize the results of that convention. The LNC, sorry, Beth Vest, you don't know what the fuck you are talking about. The LNC has every right to do each of those things. You're wrong, Beth. Know it all. So that is one motion. That is very strong. That is what needs to be done. Erin's motion, which she should have just tacked on, was for the LNC to instruct its appointees to the credentialing committee not to seat the Massachusetts delegates, but to allow the delegates on the floor, but to vote to say the delegates on the floor need to decide that. Now, Erin's motion, Richard Longstreth is right, is out of order. I told Erin it was out of order. The LNC has no business instructing the Credentials Committee to do anything. The Credentials Committee is not a committee of the LNC, just like Beth Vest fucked up in saying the JC was a committee of the LNC. Even though the LNC appoints some members of the Richard is just right on this. Even a broken clock is right, well, in his case, once a year, and he's had his one right thing this year. The LNC cannot instruct the Credentials Committee to do anything. I think it's even improper for the LNC to recommend that the Credentials Committee do anything. But that probably wouldn't be out of order. That would just cause me to give the side eye. But now that there's a probably out of order motion on the email list, Laura Epke and Valerie Sarwark, who don't want to do a damn fucking thing, are now calling to cancel the February 6th meeting. And Aaron, your motion did that. You should vote no on your own motion. I'm going to encourage other people to vote no on that motion and then ask for that. Well, now it's too late for it to be added to February 6th. You came up with it too late is probably why you did it. Now I'm realizing why you did it as an email motion. You should have waited to see if what happened on February 6th failed and then gave them the sloppy seconds. Why are you giving them the sloppy seconds before they had an attempt to get a shot at the satisfying first? There's no thinking done here. And the cowardice of Laura and Valerie is just astounding to me. Though I will note that Valerie wasn't even elected as a delegate at her own state convention. So that gives me some satisfaction. I think they got 5 votes, her and Nick. You needed 30-something. Whatever. They're not even alternates. It's so freaking ridiculous the way this LNC will bend over backwards to do nothing. Certain members of this LNC. I always got to be careful to say that because obviously it's not all of them. Rich and Joshua right now are doing the yeoman's job. But it's just fucking silly. It's just ridiculous. So I'm sure that meeting will be canceled. But I'm going to be talking to everyone who voted yes on that. I'll email them. But let me give Aaron Adams some credit here. Aaron Adams and I do not like each other. But when I write Aaron as a member of this party, she writes back. Susan Hogarth ignores every email from me, though I am a fucking member of this party. Now, I'm not a member of her region, so she could certainly say, well, she's not a member of my region, I don't have to write her. I think that's pretty damn arrogant of any LNC member, but okay. I'm not a member of Aaron Adams' region either, and Aaron always writes back, whether we get along or not. So I will give Aaron some credit here, because I've given Aaron some credit on some things. I don't like her. I don't think she should be reelected. I don't think she's a good person. But she does have some good qualities. And still interacting with members, even if she doesn't like them, is one of her good qualities. And Aaron Adams is the only LNC member that has the balls to come to my live streams and interact with me. None of the other ones do. None of the other bad ones do. Obviously, the ones I like, they come quite frequently. But any of the other ones, they just watch and like gossip amongst themselves in their little secret list. But they don't bother to say anything directly to me because they're fucking cowards. So I'll give it up to Aaron for that. And on this point of order, Richard Longstreth is absolutely right. But Whitney Bilyeu is such a fucking terrible chair that she'll probably rule it in order. Because the one time I thought she would rule something else out of order, which was the Delaware motion on December 4th, she ruled it in order. The one time I thought I would agree with Whitney, she actually ruled something that was out of order in order. She'll probably do this again. But if she rules it out of order, kudos to her. For once she got something right, it'll be the first time. Now, the other rant. Oh my God. Have you seen Have you seen the most beautiful girl in the world? No. Have you seen the logo for the 2022 Reno convention? What in the hell kind of synthetic weed are the members of the convention committee smoking? Like, they're not even doing good drugs. Like, they're doing alligator or something. Like, what the actual fuck? It looks like an ad for the fucking Phantom of the Opera or community theater. Our theme for the convention is Liberty Unmasked. It is patently obvious what everyone meant by that when they voted for it. They're talking about the mandates. They're talking about the mask mandates. So the convention committee, apparently, or at least this is the story now that they've got this god-awful community theater logo, has decided, no, this theme has many layers, like an onion. It can mean how gay people or, trans people have had to live with a mask on, a fake persona to the public for so long, and now they get to take that fake persona off and be who they really are. Or it can mean how the Libertarian Party has been ahead of these issues for 50 years. What the actual fuck? You turned a slogan that was quite clearly about what's going on in the world today, about being anti-mandates, into some statement about gay people being in the closet. Now, of course, I'm against gay people being in the closet or trans people being in the closet, but that's not what this fucking theme is about. It's not about all these weird reinterpretations you just made. And the funny thing is, with this weird community theater thing you made it about everything except the mask mandates. Because even though you have all these weird reinterpretations, there's no way in the fucking world a tragedy and comedy mask has anything to do with the mask mandates. What the hell is wrong with you people? People voted with their dollars for Liberty Unmasked, and they didn't mean the fucking Phantom of the Opera. You all who are so eager to redefine fraud, you just committed fraud against the people who voted for that theme. And let me tell you something, sweethearts. I was still on the Convention Oversight Committee as an ex officio member. Okay, I misstated something earlier when I said I didn't vote for that. I technically did not have a vote on the Convention Oversight Committee. I was a non-voting ex officio member, but I'm going to give credit to Erin Adams here too. She took everyone's opinion into consideration. So while I technically didn't have to have a vote, and I will have to retract that part where I said that, I certainly did not give my agreement when we said, yeah, Liberty Unmasked would be our theme, that it was going to be reinterpreted into a community theater theme to mean anything you possibly want it to mean. To mean when you were a Republican, you weren't really a Republican, you were a Libertarian, so now you're unmasked. What a joke. This could have been an awesome, awesome statement. So you want to know, we're going to reinterpret this theme now? Is that what we're going to do? Is that what we're going to do, baby cakes? Okay, I'm going to reinterpret the theme right now. Liberty Unmasked. The National Party has been unmasked as a bunch of fucking cowards who can't speak out against the COVID regime in a clear, strong, defiant manner. They can't even bring themselves to have the backbone to design a logo that is clearly anti-mandate. They have unmasked themselves over the past year as corrupt political bureaucrats. There you go. There you go. There's my reinterpretation of that logo, and that should be just as valid as the reinterpretations that you bozos just did. Or as Mike Seebeck would say, you chowderheads. Or as Joshua Smith would say, you cowardly fucking psychopaths. You are unfit to lead a freedom movement. We have so many, and whoever designed that, it's not that it's a bad logo for a different theme. The artwork, like, it's well done, like, as far as talent goes. But it's a complete fail when it comes to matching what the theme is to what the logo is. And I don't know what the convention committee told you. I'm not trying to shit on any artist. For all I know, the guy who designed it or the gal who designed it is a friend of mine. I'm not meaning to say, like, you don't know how to draw. It has nothing to do with that. It's a complete mismatch, though, and it's a terrible logo for this convention. And the fault does not fall on the artist. The fault falls on the Convention Oversight Committee. What the hell were you people thinking? It's awful. And you have time to change it. You won't. You probably ordered a bunch of shit with that bullshit on it. No, it's May. You haven't ordered your shit yet. You can redesign it. And you should. It's terrible. I was going to buy tickets. I don't think I'm going to buy tickets now. I don't want a name badge with that piece of shit on it. I'm going to design my own name badge. Like, we should, members, now I'm going to post this publicly, not the video, like I'm going to do this as a separate post. We need to design our own logo for this convention and design our own name badges and shit. Even if you buy a convention package, because I'm not going to encourage anyone else not to support the party. And I might even buy tickets. I'm just broke right now, so it's just giving me another excuse not to buy tickets. But even if I buy tickets, I'm not using a name badge that has that ugly ass logo on it. No, I am not. We need to design a real logo that represents the real theme of this convention. And we need to start spreading that logo as the alternate logo for this convention. Because I am embarrassed. I am just utterly, utterly embarrassed at the miss. At just the miss and the tone deafness of this national party. You guys ruined the biggest opportunity we ever had to recruit libertarians, to make small L libertarians actually like the Libertarian Party for once, and fight for liberty. Instead, you put out a shitty video that you spent, what? I still can't find out how much you spent on that video. I know you raised a lot of money. I don't know what it was used for. I'm going to put in a written request. Not that that will matter, because my written complaints, though they investigated Joshua in 1 week, have gone nowhere since August. The corruption of this LNC, I just can't even. It is so fucking bad. They can't be any worse, can they? And each time I say that, this LNC goes, hold my beer. Bye.